But how will these cues impact our own markets along with the domestic cues? We have our research team joining in to tell you just that. The trade setup, the stocks that are likely to be in the news, and the action from the F&O space as well. Hey guys, a very good morning to all of you. Rima, let me come across to you first up. It's a big day for our own markets as well.
Yes, you've got so many big earnings, right? Infosys, HUL in the frontline pack, in the mid-cap ID pack, there is Persistent, Coforge, Emphasis, Zensar, and not just that, Havells, United Spirits. These are very large economy-related companies which will be reporting numbers. So we'll get a clear idea about the kind of margin expansion, the demand picture on the ground. So today is really going to be a stock-specific day. Top line, as you pointed out, the GIFT Nifty is suggesting a slightly lower start. You know, the market's consolidated for 1 or 2 days and then they're moving up a step. So, the momentum is still very much intact, but can we keep going up in a linear fashion? No. So we're likely to see, markets pause for a bit, consolidate it, and then maybe take off. Experts we've spoken to still seem to suggest that the trend is very much intact. There is no sign of reversal. It's just that consolidation might be healthy. Global markets are also on the higher side. The Dow and the S&P 500 gaining about 0.5% in terms of flows. The DII sold 2,134 crore. The FIs were net buyers of 1,165 crore. Net, there is an institutional sell figure of 1,000 crore rupees. There is the monsoon session of the parliament begins today. So that's going to be tracked very closely with the opposition, coming together. The price discovery session for Reliance Industries is going to take center stage. And then, as I said, it's going to be about the earnings reaction and the earnings to watch today. Back to you.
Okay, yes, so you spoke about certain stocks that will be in focus. There's other list as well. Surbi is joining us with that list. Hey, Surbi, morning.
Morning. So first up is, of course, Reliance Industries. Geo Financial will be demerged from the company. Canfin Homes, they reported the Q1 numbers. It was a strong P&L, but AUM growth rate was at a 7-quarter low. Net interest income was up 14% on a year-on-year basis. L&T Finance, the net interest margins was at an 8-year high, and the ROA was at a 14-quarter high. Tata Communications, it was a good revenue growth, but margins were weaker. Revenues were up nearly 4% on a sequential basis, and the EBITDA came in at 21.5%. Hudson Agro, it was a good operational performance, but the revenue growth was muted at 6.8%. Federal Bank, the company launches its QIP book, and the floor price is set at 132 rupees per share. Shree Cement, the company gets a letter from MCA for the inspection. Krishna Diagnostics, the National Health Mission, Rajasthan cancels their letter of acceptance for providing laboratory services. And as Rima mentioned, the big earnings today, Infosys, HUL, United Spirits, Coforge, so all will be on our radar today.
Okay, all right. That's a long list. Thank you, Surbi, for that. Finally, let's talk about the F&O space. Mangnam is joining in with those cues.
Good morning. So yesterday we ended at virtually the high point of trade, and now the GIFT Nifty is indicating a softer start. So let's put all the cues on the table. 2,100 crores is what the DII sold yesterday. The FIs continue to buy in our market. So 1,166 crores is what they bought. So there was net buying in, the cash market by the FIs. And they also bought about 2,400 crores in stock futures. They took some money off in index futures where they sold about 460 crores. Unwound a few longs, added a few shorts. Nothing really changes the mix a lot because they're still 70% net long in index futures itself. The big cue for today will be the fact that it is weekly options expiry. And ahead of that, if you just take a look at the way the FIIs were positioned in index options, on a net basis, they bought almost 1,600 odd crores. But a large part of that buying was, in the Nifty itself. The Nifty options, they bought around 4,700 crores. Whereas the Nifty bank options, they sold 4,500 crores. What did they sell in the Nifty Bank? A bunch of puts. In fact, ahead of weekly options expiry, the FIs have sold nearly 4 puts per call. 1.2 lakh puts which have been sold versus 31,000 calls itself. In the Nifty Bank, it's the 45,600 put that they've sold most, and that's extremely active with a premium of 115 rupees, telling you that 45,500 is an important support to watch out for the Nifty Bank. For the Nifty itself, 19,800 put was extremely active, as was the 19,850 call, telling you that the support on the Nifty has moved higher from 19,650 to 19,700 to 19,750, whereas the resistance is around 19,850 to around 19,900 itself. So those are a couple of levels we'll have to watch out for. In terms of stocks, Polycab, 2 days of rally, the stocks entered the F&O ban. L&T Fin Holdings also is in F&O ban.
Okay, all right. So those are all the cues from the F&O space.